Fallsview Casino Resort hosts the celebration of the 26th annual Cuvee Wine Weekend, where winemakers from all over Ontario will be showcasing their favorite wine. So sit back and sip your way through one of Niagara's most anticipated events.
So it's a 3-day celebration of excellence in Ontario wine, a 3-day passport, but tonight's the Grand Tasting. We have 51 wineries here tonight, and we have 10 food stations. And one of them is Italian ice cream, which is always a favorite at the end. And the other is just all the desserts. So it's really quite wonderful and very filling.
So you made a very important announcement tonight. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, the Community Foundation has been doing Cuvée for 11 years. And when we started, we were quite small, but we've grown now. We've about 23 million in our endowment. So we spent some time last year looking to see, do we still want to continue to do Cuvée? And we decided we want to focus our resources on our core business. So we looked around to find another charity to take it on, and Cuvee at Brock University is going to be doing it next year and beyond.
Now, Brian, what does it mean to Brock University to be transitioning and partnering with Cuvée?
I think it's really important to Brock University. Our Cuvee, our Cool Climate Enology Viticulture Center is foremost one of the best research places in Canada, in fact the best research place in Canada. So to take over with Cuvée, the premier food and wine industry events here in Ontario and in Canada, those two are a perfect match, made in heaven.
What will the proceeds be going towards?
The proceeds will be going to basically be funneled back to students for bursaries, as well as other research in the grape and wine industry. And hopefully that'll replenish back into that industry and help support it and advance it to be best in the world.
Barry, tell me about the wine that's being poured tonight.
The wine for the overall industry, it's just an incredible array of great wines. Very proud to be a member of the VQA community tonight. We have 2 wineries pouring wines here tonight. On the Mike Weir Winery side, we have a barrel fermented Chardonnay from 2012, and on the Stony Ridge side, we have a 2011 barrel aged Pinot Gris, which is kind of unique, but just an incredible selection of wines. I think it shows everybody exactly, the kind of quality we can make here in Niagara.
Rick, what are your thoughts on this year's selection of Ontario's best wines?
Vanessa, it's really it's great to come to this event because there's so much diversity in Niagara and Ontario wines that it's great to see that somebody's got a fantastic barrel-aged Pinot Gris, and there'll be a nice, delicious Pinot Noir. It's interesting to see what winemakers have chosen as what they want to show best here at this event. It's fantastic. Selection is great.
What will you be writing about tonight?
Well, I've found some real interesting wines, a couple that I haven't seen in Niagara before, new wineries, new exciting wineries, more and more are opening all the time, and that's what I'll be concentrating on.
Jeff, can we sum up 2013?
Well, 2013 was a fabulous year for me. It was a new start for me at both Mike Weir and Stony Ridge. But the wines that year are phenomenal. Really, the whites that came through, the Gewürztraminers, Pinot Gris, the Chardonnays, outstanding. For the reds, we're tasting some fabulous Cabernet Francs, Pinot Noirs, and Merlots right now.
What makes this event so enjoyable for those here attending?
It's a good question. I think it's the excellence in the food. It's a great chance to sort of meet the winemakers, and it's a moderate amount of wine. When we first did it, there were over 240 wines, and that's an awful lot to consume in one night or to try. So it's a bit more manageable, but I think it's just the fact of meeting the winemakers and having some fabulous food.
The awards have been given, the food has been eaten, and with every wine bottle open at this point, how could there not be a party? Another successful year for Ontario winemakers. In Niagara Falls, reporting for The Source, I'm Vanessa Verworn. Cheers.